Good evening, everybody, and welcome into another nerdy episode of Another Nerdy Talk Show, where we talk nerd. I'm feeling rather animated tonight. Yep, it's me, Mib Evan. How you doing? Welcome to the show. So tonight we've got trailers for I'm doing this to test my mouth. Bam! We've got trailers for Pinnochio, as well as some movie posters for the Weird Al Yankovic story starring Daniel Radcliffe. Oh, the poster looks just. You'll have to see it when we get to that point. I swear to God, it's actually kind of interesting. Anyway, sorry, I'm holding my laptop as we go. Oh my gosh. We have also got news here. Video game news. Good news and some bad news. I think by this news here, you'll kind of get a feeling about what we're going to be talking about in that category, if you know what I mean. We've got some news on Spider-Verse, where we get an upcoming coming news on which Spider-Man we're going to see. And honestly, it's kind of funny what they're going for. I wish I didn't even know this Spider-Man existed. I'm dead serious. Oh my God. I'm adorable. Anyway, we also got news on Halloween Horror Nights. Cruiser and Jablonski are going to be talking about this, and hopefully we'll get some good stuff that you'll enjoy. All that and more tonight on another nerdy episode of Another Nerdy Talk Show. Cue the opening!
And now it's time for your weekly vocabulary builder, helping you make other people feel stupid since the dawn of man. This week's word is
notorious. It is an adjective. Definition: famous or well known, typically for some bad quality or deed. When used in a sentence, he notoriously selected to play Halo 3 over having sex with his girlfriend. Sorry!
Congratulations, you are now 0.03% smarter. We'll be back next week with more ridiculous smart words you've never heard of. Or maybe you have. In which case, tough shit.
Welcome back, everybody, to another nerdy episode of Another Nerdy Talk Show, where we talk nerd. I'm here with my buddies Jablonski and Kuma the Sleepy. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing okay.
That's really good. That's good.
Roar, yeah.
Roar. Roar. I've had enough of that furry shit. You ever heard that song with the freaking one animator who's like, she has like this furry song. It's like, I don't remember how it goes.
Yep, I'm well aware of it.
She gets close to the microphone. Please adopt me. I thought it was funny. Don't pretend like it's not. What the heck? I said not to pretend like it's not. Come on, it was funny.
I don't even know what video you're talking about. So
Oh my God, why?
I know exactly what one you're talking about.
See, he gets it. At least I got that. At least someone did. I didn't want to be like
This
one of those.
is so not cash money.
I didn't want to like I'll send it to you later. Just remind me and I'll send it to you. It's pretty funny. Basically, it's a song about this girl's like fur, like it's like a furry song that this girl made. Dang it, I forgot to get my inhaler. Gotta take my nerdy drugs.
Nerd.
You're a nerd. It's another nerdy talk show. That's why we do it.
Well, no shit, Dick Tracy.
You know, you don't have to be a dick about it. I'm just saying. Anyway, we're here tonight just talking about usual stuff here. So yes, hey, X-Lady Wolfx, hello. 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 I'm looking at the chat here. What?
Hello?
X-A Wolf. Everybody say hello.
Ooh,
Ooh, woo.
Ooh woo. What is that? What is that now? Is that like a thing?
How dare you call yourself a nerd?
Wait, what did you say? It was Hoo-woo?
Ooh, woo.
Explain for the kids.
The kids already know what the hell that means. You don't, old man.
Why? Because
The time,
dude, just because
the
I'm
time is now, old man.
Why don't you look it up? Why don't you look it up, Boomer?
How's it spelled?
W U
No, it's
W
you.
U
Hold on,
Yeah.
let me just take a quick look here. Let me see.
U W U.
Okay, UWU. Oh, that thing, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Ooh, woo.
I don't know how that's saying like, I don't know how that's like saying I'm a hello, but like, hey,
Hey,
whatever.
hey, Kuma, let's go Riverdance on Evan's grass.
Is that okay? Okay, that one I know what you're talking about. You can just go fuck off. I gotta.
You can't really use shit because you're over the hill.
He's old and grody.
You're old and grody.
Look at his face.
What about my face?
It's animated.
You're animated.
I wish.
Well, we always
Okay.
told you had an animated personality.
Whoa.
Wait, was that like what was that like supposed to be like
It's a
scathing? I don't.
Honey. Puns.
Pun.
That's our comedy. That's our comedy. Puns.
You're just making me miss Bright
I'm
Idea
sorry,
more and
you've
more.
been around us in all this time, and you have not
Anyway,
understood that we do.
I'm wearing
puns.
my favorite shirt today.
Oh yeah, that one. I like that one. It's cute.
This has literally been my favorite shirt because one, it is really comfy.
For good
Two,
reason.
Yeah, and two, just the whole design, just like this trippy tie dye, and then you got spaghetto.
Well, I
swear, if
don't
find that
blame
shirt
you.
If I find that shirt at Comic-Con, I'm getting it.
I need to, because I got this at RTX. I need to post on. I need
Oh,
to
yeah,
post
that's
in
right.
one
I
of the
could-
Discord groups I was in.
I completely-
or that I'm in.
I completely forgot you went to RTX. It's like I gotta keep more track of the cons we go to. Honestly,
We should like as a new addition to like later on or like that we could put to this. We should make like a list that like of just conventions either here in Florida or just like conventions we may attend.
mm-hmm.
Shut me
Yeah,
down
just-
for MetroCon next year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to go.
You know what's
Hey,
funny?
do y'all want to join me for our holiday Mat City?
I don't know if I can. Did you? Wait. Did you manage to get a room?
Yes.
Oh, thank God, because apparently they're all sold out.
Yeah, I know. I got it. I got it. So I got it in advance before
never-
they did their.
You never.
No.
Never
Dude,
doubt Kuma. Never put Kuma in doubt.
Yeah, because one, I know everybody was gonna wait for the for them to announce the name and all, or not the name, the hotel booking and all like that. I knew once they were gonna announce it, people were gonna either just grab it up real quick or they were just gonna be gone already regardless. No, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
have to
got
go
the
down
before
with
that.
Metro.
Yeah, I hear ya.
I'll go in on with you on Metro if you want.
What about my mad face,
Alright.
X-Lady Wolf X? What about my mad face?
Because like it's so far it's gonna be myself and my girlfriend in the room
No problem.
because this is gonna be her next year is gonna be her first anime convention. This year is her first actual Comic-Con / convention.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yes,
just
I'm popping her convention cherry.
Oh my goodness. Like this girl I'm dating, I don't know if I should mention her name or not, but like I'm trying to pop her convention cherry like soon, hopefully. I don't know where.
Oh,
Giggity.
God.
Oh yeah, is that what it is? Like when you say it, I have to get like the old giggity deal.
I'm laughing regardless of it both being said that way. I'm laughing at one. I'm laughing at one just for him just saying just with his girlfriend that
I like how
soon,
Kuma down there
soon
is like
fiance and all like that.
I like how you're like friggin' giving me some slack here for once. Oh man. Anyway, let's talk about the whole you can say my name, haha. I don't know whether or not
Say
your name
my
is
name,
haha
say
or
my
I
name.
can say my name. Is that what you're trying to say? I can't really follow that stuff.
Say my name. Say my name.
You know what song I've been obsessed with recently?
Acting kind of shady.
That
Can't call
ever
me baby.
that there has been a oh my god, is it really weird to say that song is just too relevant right now? That's what I find interesting. That song just became really relevant recently or something like that. I don't know, but like kind of did. Anyway, we should move on to the trailers here. The first trailer we got here was for fuck, let me just bring it up here.
No. I was gonna say, did you want to hear about the science thing real quick?
Oh
or
yeah.
do you wanna wait?
Tell me. What's this whole science situation?
Okay, yeah. So, I could send you a video of it as well too. But so apparently science is now going borderline playing God as usual, or whatever. What else is new? But like, so there's a new science that I learned about called necrobiotics.
Oh my god, I already don't like where this is going. Want
to take a guess of what it is, but like I'll tell you right now, I don't think they're doing it on humans.
I'm afraid.
I don't know.
I'm very afraid.
So so the idea that in the video that I've seen is that oh my god. So basically the idea is that you're using the corpse of a dead being and like somehow reanimating it to do things. In the video that I seen, it says they euthanized a spider, right?
Yeah,
and what they're doing is that they take a needle and like in the spider's like abdomen, like on like its stomach area.
The abdomen,
yeah, or
thorax.
I don't know where basically just right there into the spider. Like they just put a hole into it and then like another needle, and it's basically used to like inflate the spider's dead body.
Oh dear lord.
So like the idea
Have we
is like
not seen enough Lovecraft, H.P. Lovecraft, the reanimator, to know better?
So the idea is like when the spider is injected, like when it's injected, the arms or like the legs will spread out, and then like they just use it to grab something, and supposedly like since the spider is dead or whatever, this allows it to lift 150 times its weight, I guess, or something.
Oh my god.
Something like that. It lifts like it's just like it's so weird, and it really embodies the freaking the quote that I'll use at the
Everything
end.
about this sounds wrong on so many levels. I mean, it's like when like not Ted Bundy, friggin' shit, who is the cannibal? Frickin' Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer. He actually had this experiment of trying to like reanimate his victims by pouring acid into their brains.
Hey, my food's here. I'll be right back.
It's really weird. I mean, like
in the words of the artificer. Remember, kids, science isn't about why; it's about why the fuck not.
Why didn't you kids listen to Jablonski when he said, "Drink your motherfucking drugs, not inject them and stuff"? Are you a VTuber, Yara, gonna collab with Gouda? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Another Gura fan.
I don't watch a lot of VTubers. I just wanted to do this for my editing, but I wanted to test it out here. But I mean, like, I can do this more often. I like my animated self.
Oh, I'm more of a Crone fan myself.
I can't deny I like Neanders. I started getting into Neanders. I like her reactions to swords.
Yeah, I found my way back onto VTuber TikTok.
Dude, we should all make VTube puppets and see if Cruiser can figure it out. Not my cup of tea, eh? I'm not drinking tea. I'm drinking beer. I forgot to animate a beer in my hand. Shit. Oh shit.
Why would you drink liquor like a real man?
I don't know. I should have animated a beer in my hand. There's like no means of like talking. I'm finally back to work, so you guys are gonna get me some good shit soon. Cool. I like that. I like that very much. All right, so let's talk about our first trailer for the night. This friend that was coming out here. We got a whole. This is the year of Pinocchio, no doubt. I mean, what have we got? What have we got? We've got the Pauly Shore one that came out, the Disney one that's coming out, but first we got one that's by Guillermo del Toro, and the trailer for it was released this week. And okay, so if I remember correctly, Guillermo del Toro, he said that he wanted this one to take place in fascist Italy.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I can't really see it like this, but it's interesting. I forgot who's playing Geppetto though. That's my problem. Suppose I should probably look that up. Hold on, let me just get my laptop back out. Just for that shit. Hold on. There we go. All right, let me just let me look up here. Who plays Geppetto in Guillermo del Toro's no, that's the Disney one.
Oh yeah.
David Bradley? Who the fuck is that?
Oh, that's the live action one. Okay, never mind.
No, this is yeah,
No, the one I was looking at.
Yeah, Tom Hanks was the one that in the live action one, so which means since it's Tom Hanks, we all agreed that he's the only actor we have to like on that movie, legitly. Because Tom Hanks can do no wrong. I know it's unfair and stupid, but we made a pact, man. We made a pact. Anyway.
Oh no, I'm not even paying. I'm not paying attention. I'm looking at the names. David Bradley.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
I like his work.
Yeah, I know. Ewan McGregor's in it. He's fuck. What does he play? Oh yeah, Ewan McGregor is the cricket, I believe. But the trailer, the only thing that got me from this trailer was that animation. That stop motion animation looks incredible.
I think he's literally just titled The Talking Cricket. He's not called Jiminy. He's literally
obviously
just titled
not.
Yeah,
obviously not. He's like oh, congrats on 100.
No, I just meant like could have given him a name.
Also, Mr. Cake Dragon congratulates us on 100 100 followers. Dude, thanks a lot. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. I honestly do. Thank you very much. But yeah, like so yeah, we got Obi-Wan Kenobi as a cricket. That's what makes it even funny.
Hello there.
Yeah.
Pinocchio.
Hello there, Pinocchio. Hello there, Pinocchio. But like yeah, it's like Kuma, let's chat after stream. I got plans for y'all. Who's y'all?
Cool.
Who's y'all?
Oh Lord.
Us, dumbass.
Oh, I thought he said I thought when he said that, I thought y'all was a person. What the fuck? I'm terrible at comedy. What were you expecting?
Are you not from the South?
How
do you not understand the concept of y'all? That's
okay. One, I know the concept, and two, I was raised in the North.
But you live in Florida.
So was I. And I still managed to know about y'all.
The place, I know the thing about y'all. Y'all.
I use y'all in 3 ways, okay?
Y'all better shut the fuck up.
There's y'all, y'alls, and yols.
I'm just going to say up front here, I once had a teacher that shouted that to our class for us to be quiet. He just shouted, shut the fuck up. And then what the funny part was, it actually worked.
Duh, it's your teacher.
College years, man. All right, so yeah, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. I think it looks good. I can't wait. Right, I might check it out.
It's pretty good, I guess. Like, I don't know. Just that poster just makes it look like Pinocchio's not. He doesn't look like a puppet to me. He looks like Geppetto is experimenting with like freaking like the Great Pumpkin now.
Is he doing like that old necro? Is he doing that like that whole necro shit going on that we were just talking about?
Oh god, dude!
Judging by the trailer, it's not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, like, you gotta think about it. Is Geppetto somehow not magical in a way? Was it not him that wished upon that star?
No, it was Isn't in the real story he cut down a tree that had like magical properties on it or something?
I don't know.
I think that was in the
forget.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas version. That one where Pinocchio's really creepy. I know that's saying a lot, but you know.
The one where the other live action one.
Yeah, the one that's like not the.
I don't think the tree was magical, I think it somehow was, but like what I remember is that I think that was the tree that Geppetto and like his love or something like that put like their name and a heart on it.
Yeah, that was it. I remember there was a heart. I don't remember,
Yeah.
and the heart like made this magic situation going on. I don't remember there was a lover, but I think it was just a heart.
Yeah, or something like that. I do remember like the heart being carved and like it was like on him somewhere.
I remember there was another live action one that was like really bad. It was from Italy. Pinocchio was played by this weird ass adult dude.
Oh yeah, I think.
Yeah, it was only out for Christmas for like 3 days, and then it just disappeared.
I think that. Yeah, I don't think I've fully seen it.
Yeah,
I
it's
think I
really
probably
good.
just scrolled past it, going like, "What the
I think I think that's the best way to say it because nobody fucking saw it. But
You just saw Pinocchio and then been like, oh, no, not that one.
definitely yes. Yeah, that was just. Anyway, that's cool. So the next one we got here was a poster for Weird Al the Elephant Yankovic story starring Daniel Radcliffe. The one where Harry Potter himself is Weird Al. So this is the debate. Okay, this is the debate. If it's Daniel Radcliffe, like I keep saying that Daniel Radcliffe's singing talent is very underrated. I think it's really much unappreciated. But and let's just face it, we're all basically unanimous when we say that his rendition of "She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain" is the best video ever put on YouTube. Like no contest. That is the best video on YouTube. But one thing I can say is that knowing Daniel Radcliffe, he's gonna love every second of this role because you know he knows what he's doing. He has to have fun with his roles.
Yeah, I kind of hope like the way that it'll be that they'll give him like more of a, I don't know, like giving him more of his like own way to work it as well too. Like like how to be more like spontaneous or like how to like make up his own ad libs or something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely because it's Weird Al Yankovic. It's gonna be a weird movie, like no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking forward to. Oh my god, Cruiser's here. Cruiser is here, and he is. Cruiser, how you doing?
Fuck.
No, thank you. I'm in the middle of the stream right now, and I'm not swinging that way, man. Sorry.
You do.
Yeah, whatever there, Marcy. We all know how you feel about Chuck. We all know how you feel about Chuck.
That was... It wasn't Marcy, was it? That was friggin' Peppermint... No, not Peppermint Patty, like... Wait, was it Peppermint Patty that she hangs out with?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, I don't know my peanuts too well. I do kind of have
Yeah,
that
you
one.
definitely don't know your nuts very well, okay?
Yeah, I knew.
How dare you call yourself a nerd?
You walked right into that one, Evan.
Yeah, I
You
did.
cannot
Funny
play this one
enough,
on me.
I'm actually going to confess here. I'm going to be going to Colossal Con, and I think Peppermint Patty's going to be there as a guest.
Oh, no.
Yep, so I'm going to meet
Please
her.
surprise me.
Lucy's also going to be there.
I hated her with a passion.
Do I
I
know-
still do.
You don't like Claire Corlett?
I hate Lucy, okay? She caused so much trauma to Charlie for pulling away that goddamn football. I will never forgive her for that.
I'm sorry. No, I blame Charlie Brown
Dude, Charlie Brown, if he didn't get...
because he even states it that she's gonna do it.
Yeah,
And what does he do?
he still goes for it.
Yeah, the dumbass still runs to go for it. No, you can't blame Lucy for that. You can't blame Lucy for that. His dumbass is right there going, she's not gonna do it. She's not gonna do it. She's not gonna do it.
Cruiser, Kuma's
She
getting...
does it.
Cruiser, Kuma's getting mad.
She's still a cunt.
Cruiser, you're not getting... Cruiser, Kuma's getting mad. You're not going to win this argument.
She's still a cunt.
I'll tell you that. Yeah, I'll agree with you that she is, but like, I'm not gonna say like what she did to Charlie Brown was mean. His dumbass went for it.
I like to think that Cruiser was really happy with that one Family Guy sketch where Peter Griffin beats the shit out of him.
Where Peter just goes to
I was
town. down and just kicks her ass.
Oh my god.
If I was twisted, I'd totally start jacking off to this right now.
What? Wait, what?
Park reference. South Park reference.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. What the fuck?
No, no.
What's wrong, Cruiser? Am I not appealing to you? What the fuck?
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
That's why you slept with me, baby.
A banana. That's appealing. A banana is appealing. You're not.
What's our next trailer?
Okay, hold on. Let me just, I have to get this thing rearranged here so that way I can make my guy face you.
I need to get some ice.
Baby. Cruiser. Did you...
Yes.
I can't wait for you to talk about Halloween Horror Nights tonight. I just want to say that up front, because I want to talk about those jokes we made yesterday about what other houses there should be. Okay, so let's move on to this next chapter here. This week we had some interesting news, some good news and some bad news for the upcoming games. The games being, let's start with the good news. Good news is that we had some news for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Woo!
The Grand Theft Auto 6 franchise, as you know, is the most craziest franchise out there. This year we got news that for the first time ever, we are going to be having a female protagonist, to which they said, from what I'm hearing, based on what I got here, the game is going to feature a female protagonist. She's going to be Latina, and it's going to be half of a Bonnie and Clyde-esque pair. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys already know who Bonnie and Clyde were.
Yeah.
Like, you know the story,
Yes.
you know the car. I'd like to... You don't see a lot of Bonnie and Clyde stories nowadays, especially in video games.
Yeah, I'll give you that. The only thing I've ever like seen them on like in like a series of is like they have like this 2-part series in Netflix where like it just tells them their story and it's just like it just talks about like the people that were part of it and all like that, like those who are alive and or their family even as well too.
I can't remember if I saw the car or not. I don't know if I saw the car in real life. But like I can't.
But no, it's that's just a rumor that they might be like a Bonnie and Clyde thing, or they might just be like they just might resemble Bonnie and Clyde and just what they're doing, but like
not...
like because it's supposed to be either they might do like another whole like three people again, just to where like you can switch protagonists. Yeah, I did like the idea of just being like different types of like people like with different personalities and like their different areas on where their expertise in. Yeah,
I was that same way. I'm kind of like that same way when I make a new Evan in Pokemon. But she's a woman, so it's wow. Sorry, I can't resist doing that joke.
Yeah, of course you can.
Jablonski, you didn't give me the comeback this time. Fuck.
Yep.
But then besides that as well too, on the other side of that spectrum, we also have freaking Saints Row coming back as well too, which is
I heard about that. I apologize.
Which is what I'm just loving. Where like if you're wanting to say woke in general, like this is the game that so many people are accusing of that just because like it's teenagers doing their shit and all like that. Or like,
I know you whack people with a giant dildo. How else could that be?
No, apparently that won't be in here. That won't be in this one.
What? That's bullshit.
They might have some stupidity still within there, but like I don't know if the dildo bat will be returning.
The dildo sword is no more.
That's like an iconic weapon.
Bastards.
Like, not really. Each game always comes out with an iconic weapon.
Like motherfucking fuck.
The dildo bat was only was in.
Bullshit! What the fuck?
It was mostly for game 3.
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys sound like you're describing the worst hentai.
Save it for hentai night.
Or just a really obscure anime.
Yeah.
He's got you there, Cruiser.
From the way that it's written, you could say that's what Saints Row is, or the new Saints Row is, because Because literally, it's like just teenagers
I'm
or
gonna
young
chaos.
adults.
No,
It's literally
the title. The title is I woke up in a chaotic world and all I have for a weapon is a dildo.
Oh my god, I gotta give this guy a
But-
laughing mouth. I apologize.
So it's a Swiss Army dildo.
Basically, yeah.
But speaking of video games,
it slices, it dices, it penetrates.
Very much.
It tenderizes.
keep it away from my food.
no promises. But speaking of video games, I have finally beaten Cuphead.
Congratulations.
Very nice.
Yes. Now, my thoughts on it. Now, when it comes to the difficulty, because I said that was the reason why I would never play it, it never feels impossible. It just feels like if you just try a little bit harder, you'll get it. And you will. Granted, you may still have to look up a video tutorial on how to beat a boss.
On
but
what difficulty?
regular.
Yeah.
That was, yeah, I had to beat it there, otherwise I could not set the souls free.
That's no problem. I get it.
So yeah, it never felt that hard. If anything, I think Mega Man's probably harder, at least for me to beat. Which one? Pick one. The artwork, of course, is fantastic. I had the same kind of reaction I did when I first saw Minecraft. The only difference is that Cuphead's is a game that I actually want to play. Minecraft is you make your own fun. What the fuck did I pay you for? So
Knowing Cruiser, when he heard that, he's like, "Cool, where are the bitches?" Come on, tell me I'm wrong. Like seriously, tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
I know you're not because I know you. I know you very much.
The soundtrack, dear God, is over 2 hours long, and
Do you wanna?
for like a good like maybe like quarter of it, maybe a little bit more, it all sounds like Manos music. It sounds like it came from Manos the Hands of Fate.
Well, do you know what I like about the music the best is that if you die, they play a new version of that's like slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
They like,
and
it's really interesting stuff. Yeah, it's really interesting stuff because like there was a Digino Gaming documentary on it, and apparently the guy who made it never even knew how to do jazz really well or something like that, but he took a swing in the dark and did good, from what I heard.
Yeah, a good chunk of the music sounds, I wouldn't say a good chunk, but that quarter I was talking about does sound the same. Not just as Manos, but like all the songs kind of sound similar because they all have that same arrangement. I mean, it's jazz. So
Jazz and like
what you
ragtime.
expect. Yeah.
Are you like jazz?
But I do like, there are definitely some good songs on there that I do like. And if given the chance, I would like to get the vinyl so that I can have the composer sign it for me. I did buy the DLC, however, I have not yet played it because Finn, our friend Finn the Pony, wanted me to, when I beat it, he wants to know like my thoughts, my favorite bosses, and all that happy jazz, but up bumps. And I told him, but I said also, I have bought the DLC, but I have not yet played it. You and I are going to suffer together. We are going to dine on the final course in hell.
Does it have like an online mode or something like that?
Probably.
Probably is not that good. I doubt it's going to be probably good.
But Finn goes, challenge accepted, sir. So when now he's got other projects and video games to play first, but once that happens, I said, dude, we're taking this journey together. We're gonna suffer together.
Definitely a good way to do it. But we got some bad news this week in gaming news. The remake of The Old Republic was unfortunately put on delay until further notice. When I didn't think this. Okay, look, I'm just gonna be real here. I'm just gonna be real for a second. I didn't think this was going to be a big deal. But boy, was that a big wrong assumption, because apparently it was a big deal and a lot of people are really upset about it.
Haven't you seen the hype of like the Star Wars Rebirth if you will, if I give it to it.
Yeah,
Like, dude, so many people, like, especially the new younglings coming
Yeah.
into wondering what Star Wars is.
Yeah, like well the thing was that like let me explain. There like I didn't
All these
realize how
little
good the game was. I
Padawans.
still have yet to play it. I know there's a Switch version that I need to play still, but like here's what happened apparently. There was they had to fire a developer. The firing a developer Aspier's art director and their design director, and the release date has not been decided yet, which is kind of what people are getting on, but like yeah. But considering apparently how huge this game is, I'm actually kind of surprised. I didn't even know how big it was.
I need to look up specifically what a game director's like specifically what their job is to do.
Easy to direct games.
I assume it's probably similar to that of a movie director, where your job is to tell the story.
Yeah, like I'd say it's like to kind of like
Sounds
put
about right.
Yeah,
Put-
but that's wouldn't that be the creator instead, not the director?
No.
The director is more of the person who just tells you what goes where specifically.
isn't
I
that
would
like
say.
isn't that
The
like
creator built the world of the game, basically.
I think so. Isn't like well
Yeah, and the story.
well isn't like aren't like all the the people involved in it the creator technically? I mean like I don't think there's like one there's a producer I guess, but I don't know. I don't know anything about games. I'm sorry.
All I know is, well, I do know that go at least we're talking about like maybe film or TV production, which again we're assuming is the same as of directing a
Yeah, of
video
course.
game. I remember watching an interview with Dave Snucci at Eddie. He actually said like they would actually have like writers would actually start coming into the animators and telling them what to do, and Danny's like, please, you go back and do your thing, leave us alone. So it's
Yeah.
and he said now it's gotten to the point where like all the shows are like that. Like the writers are trying to be animators, the animators are trying to be writers, rather than just letting the writers and the animators do their job.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
that's. Yeah, I would say that's kind of their own thing.
Yeah, that
The
seems
way I
about right.
kind of see it is where the way I kind of see a game director is like I see them more like like a storyboard director, if you would. Like that's how I kind of see it. Like where
Yeah.
like they have all the layouts and everything, and they're just right there in charge of just telling people like, okay, you're working on
Oh yeah.
on this level, like related to like you're working on this scene. I would say like.
Mhm.
Like just basically telling people what to do and where to go. Like, okay, you're
They're
working
the
on
boss.
cinematics. You're like that's how I kind of see them
I'm
as.
the
But like,
boss.
just if that's specifically
I'm the
what they
boss.
are, just to tell people what to do.
I'm very, very sorry that you
Sorry
lost.
for your lost.
He got it.
Yeah,
Thank you,
because I'm a
Jablon.
huge fan of that one song.
Thank you, Jablonski. I appreciate that one. When I haven't seen The Completionist in a while, so yeah, good luck to you, Gerard.
There's I actually have had the whole song on Spotify.
Oh yeah, I still have yet to see all of their songs, honestly. Okay, so next up comes Across the Spider-Verse. This is one.
Yay.
Let's just be fair here. This is the most anticipated Spider-Man movie coming out.
That everybody says every year when a new Spider-Man movie comes out.
Yeah, you're not entirely wrong there.
You're not wrong.
You are
when
not
I hear
wrong
anybody
there,
say that,
Kuma.
I'm just like going, can we use any new line? Like
Well, I
yes,
mean-
it's anticipated because you
well-
know what? They showed many trailers of it.
They showed
It's
Dr.
been talked
Octavius. They showed Dr.
It's been
Octavius, which
talked
means it's the
about
best
already.
movie ever. No
Yes.
movie is like it. They got Spider-Man right this time.
They
Definitely.
They got three of his enemies coming into the same movie.
All right. Okay. Now, but although to be fair, Spider-Verse,
To be fair,
Spider-Verse is basically like indefinitely the best Spider-Man movie out right now. You guys are assholes. Anyway, Emma. So
Why do you gotta force your opinion onto us?
no, well, I'm not forcing my opinion or anything like that. I'm actually surprised. I hear a lot. Well, I'm just going by what a lot of.
I'm being oppressed.
You're being impressed by a guy that has literally no eye pupils.
Yes,
Hold on.
you have privilege
Yes.
because you don't have
Yes.
people.
Yes, get away from us, you Tim Burton reject.
I'm so oppressed.
You Tim Burton sketch reject.
You Tim Burton sketch reject. I do kind of have a Tim Burton look to me, honestly. I never even thought of that. I just drew this because it was a doodle. That's all.
You also look like one of the early versions of Do y'all know who the creator of Invader Zim was, right?
Jonan Vasquez. I think it's
no, the original creator.
Yeah, it was Jonan Vasquez.
It was just the one guy at first, wasn't it?
No, it was Jonan.
It was just one guy at first because he also wrote, like, he started with this other story called Billy the Suicidal Something that he wrote for his
Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Yeah, that was one of his books that he wrote, or one of his like comics that he wrote for his school. Which, why was that allowed? But then like
no, it was like a different time before, like.
I think I remember like someone showing off like sketches of that he used to do, or just like little concept arts, and I think like your little like design reminds me of one of them.
Thank you. Anyway, but no, I like him. I like my little enigma here. That's what I like to call him. I like to call him my little enigma.
Do we have to hire some other animators to get us all a different one as well?
No. You just honestly, I would be glad. I'd be glad to make you guys one. You just got to have the software. That's all.
No, I just mean like a different animated version of us. Like how this is your style, and we all get like a different animated style for us.
I would totally like that very much. Like an entire.
I call it dibs on Pokemon animation.
Like an entire VTube group of just VTubers with their different like animated styles. I would totally like to see us do that. But no, anyway, Across the Spider-Verse. We got some some news this week about it. We got some images of toys which you can see in the Ants chat. These toys specifically were promoting one of the Spider-Man in there, Spiderpunk. Okay, when I saw this for the first time, I had to tag Cruiser on it. Like, I had to. And Cruiser, I need to know, what did you think of this? I gotta know what you thought of this.
It's pretty metal.
It's pretty what?
It's pretty metal.
Yeah, it is. Well,
his mohawk certainly is. It spikes. I mean,
definitely, man. I mean, like, it's Spiderpunk. So what I did some research on this Spiderpunk. Let me just get my laptop back out here, just so I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, there's a moment where there was a Spider-Man that was a porn star. He was called Spiderfuck.
Yeah. I mean, Spider-Verse, that can be a thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Italian Spider-Man and Japanese Spider-Man showed up in one of these movies at one point.
No, Japanese Spider-Man is confirmed.
Wait, he is?
Of what tentacle monster he'll bring.
Well, no,
yeah,
Cruiser.
Japanese Spider-Man is confirmed to be in the movie.
Nice. And Cruiser, I'm just going to say this up front. Appreciate Japanese Spider-Man, because if it wasn't for Japanese Spider-Man, technically Power Rangers would probably not exist. Right?
As if I'll be missing a whole lot.
Kind of, sort of.
Anyway.
It was more Hassan Saban brought Power Rangers over, Super Sentai over, and it was weird. It was the Toys That Made Us that actually did a really good job at covering it.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, I digress. So here's what's going on here. Spiderpunk debuted in the comics in 2015 with his identity of Hobart Brown, a variant of the Prowler. He lives in a reality where Norman Osborn is in charge and uses the VENOM troops to control the world.
If he's Spiderpunk, they should have named him Johnny Napalm.
There's a good one for you. But yeah, apparently he also had a cameo in an episode of Ultimate Spider-Man, which is a Spider-Man series I still need to see. I don't think I saw that one yet. I don't know whether it's good or not.
It's a cool one.
Is it
cool?
Have you seen it?
I liked it. Yeah. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. It's on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, of course.
I sometimes just put it on, and me and my nephews will just chill and watch it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, there's I still got I really want to get into that 2017 Spider-Man show because the character designs in there really inspired most of my art there, which I really like.
Hey, one of the funny things that's within the Spider-Punk's world as well too is that Kraven the Hunter is also a Nazi.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
To be fair,
in one of the things, hold on, it was somewhere right here where it says like where it says it said the Nazi punk Craven.
and believe it or not, there actually is a connection between Nazism and punk rock.
I'm
Yeah,
not surprised.
Mm.
Because let's face it, Cruiser, there's got to be something in rock that has to piss some people off.
Oh,
Always.
Yeah, Disney metal.
That's not a thing, but okay.
Oh my
Yes,
god,
it
I can
is.
see it now. Donald Duck singing Screamo.
My Chemical Duck Bill.
My chemical duck. Oh my god.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie being
Beak
on the
Sabbath.
cover of Baby Metal.
What about Beak Sabbath?
Now, if Huey, Dewey, and Louie had a band, it would be called Perpetual Babyface.
Ah, there you go. Okay, so yeah, that's
No,
gonna...
they grew up. They grew up. Remember, they were the
Yeah, but they still have that baby face,
Oh yeah, they're
just like
adorable.
me. Admit it. Baby
Oh.
face.
I've seen babies and no.
Yes. Takes a lot of work to look this good. I cannot hold that face.
No, you can't.
And I like a testosterone as well. What? Hmm?
Hold on.
Proceed, Evan.
Hold on, I'm trying to send a quick message. There's really nothing else to say. That was just all that was announced.
Yeah.
No, we thought you were gonna talk more on Spiderpunk. You
On
just
Spider-Man.
There really
you
isn't any...
literally
honestly, with Spider-Man, there really wasn't other news from that. It was just like they just showed off the toys and that was it. But yeah, the toys.
no, not just that. I meant like you could have talked about him more, or just like talked about who he was. Is what I mean. Like,
Honestly, that's all I could find. Honestly, just that. I'm not even kidding. I did do research, and that's really all I found on the official like State of Inc. He's just a guy. He's just a variant of the Prowler who debuted in 2015. He had a cameo in Ultimate Spider-Man, and he lives in a reality where Norman Osborn is in charge and uses the VENOM troops to control the world. That's literally it. Unless I missed something, but like other than that, nothing else. I know, right? I'm actually really baffled. I couldn't find anything else. It's just unless. Yeah, I couldn't really find anything else. That's all I could say, really.
in this little article I found, it says his universe is literally regarded as the Punkverse.
The Punkverse.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The Punkverse.
The Punkverse.
So how's that for
mean
CM
like
Punk?
does that mean like everybody has punk in their name or something? I guess in
Well,
their
I mean,
superhero
CM
name.
Punk. So
No, I meant like the superheroes. You know, we got Captain Punk America, the Iron Punk Man.
No, the Iron Punk.
Iron Punk.
No, yeah. I wanted to say that, but it just sounded stupid.
Oh my god. I mean, that's what friggin'
The Punk Widow.
the Punk Widow.
I'm not saying
Punk Eye.
I'm not saying
Punk
No.
Eye.
I'm not no what?
Punk Eye. He's like Hawkeye, but he's a punk.
No, I meant like I'm not using the other way of saying for Black Widow.
Where's
Of where to put punk at.
no
Yeah.
comment.
Yep.
So anyway, let's go on to the last thing here. It's of Halloween Horror Nights,
Joyful.
Ooh.
and apparently Jablonski's gone. Jablonski's
No,
gone.
I'm here.
Yeah, you turned your camera off. I
He's
gotta.
there?
Oh yeah, he's there. I just had to. Well, in my
Yeah.
end, when he turned his camera off, it went onto an image. I gotta quickly fix that while you guys are talking. So they announced something pretty interesting this year.
Yeah. They announced a house by The Weeknd, the R&B singer. Now, Jablonski and I obviously were scene kids. We came from the rock scene, but he's a bit more familiar with The Weeknd's work than I am. How exactly does this connect to horror, Jablonski?
Okay, so it's more of his more recent music videos and going by what the theme is, they're going by his After Hours album, which essentially, if I remember correctly, contained. Actually, let me look up the track list because I actually. Okay. So I kind of got into the weekend around when he was doing his work with Daft Punk.
Mm-hmm.
So Starboy and a few others, and a couple others caught my attention. And
Yeah.
this is
Now, go ahead. Go ahead.
and his more of his theme, the theme, a lot of the themes in this for the music videos for the After Hours album is more, I want to say thriller, but there are some elements in there.
I mean, that's an entirely different artist altogether, but whatever.
Well, I'm looking at that album right now, After Hours, and the album cover is that gruesome image of his bloody mouth from the video that Jablonski sent me, which
Yeah.
I have to say, I was hoping would be a more horror themed video. It wasn't. It was just basically the aftermath of him getting the shit beat out of him.
Well,
Yeah.
there are more music videos from that album. That was just one of the first ones that I found.
Yeah, but looking at some of these titles here, let's see, like Scared to Live, Escape from LA, Heartless. I could Save Your Tears. I could see where this could lead to some horror aesthetics. Plus, there is one song of his that's a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine, and that's The Hills Have Eyes. I call it guilty pleasure because even though it has a creepy beat and he does name drop the name of the film, the song has nothing to do with the film. The song is about being friend zoned, and yet here he is saying, "The hills have eyes, the hills have eyes." Like,
That was a movie.
what? Yeah, and frankly, a very creepy and disturbing movie. So I don't doubt that this guy is a fan of horror. I'm sure he is. But I think what caught a lot of people off guard, especially for someone like me, is that they got him before they got someone like Spencer Charnas from Ice Nine Kills, who I have said is a band that adapts horror films to songs. So I'm sure.
Well, here's the thing, though. Not many people probably listen to them.
No, that's why the next thing I was going to say was that this was probably so they can get like a mainstream audience in, which
Yeah.
I can't really blame them for. Yeah, because I mean, just to kind of make a comparison here, let's see, just to go off Spotify here, Ice Nine Kills has 1,583,214 monthly listeners. Okay, now The Weeknd has 76,654,625 monthly listeners. So I'm pretty sure it's just to bring in that mainstream audience.
Yeah, I honestly do believe it.
I think we've had this conversation before where like we've established that like they're not literally there to be like Halloween Horror Nights is not trying to be scary anymore. Like
It's more or less being artistic, essentially.
Yeah, they're trying to just put out ways to make it seem scary, just to give you that thrill for it. I would say.
I mean, I still think it can be scary. I just think.
I just don't think that's what they're like.
When I look at Halloween Horror Nights, I see it more. It's more or less the presentation that gets me, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, I do know, and I even submitted this in my feedback to them. Was the thing that really kind of bothers me the most with Horror Nights, at least from the past few years I've been there, is they don't take a chance at trying to scare someone like me. They always go for women, children, and minorities because they always give big reactions.
Yep.
Because guess who's easy to scare? Women, children, and minorities.
Even though I'm actually kind of confused about why parents are bringing their children to Halloween Horror Nights, but I know what you're saying.
They don't heed the warning that's in front of it is that this show is more for 13 and up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they can't have the Chucky show here.
But I wish they would take a chance on trying to scare someone like me. Like, even when I do go and I'm walking through a house or a scare zone, I put myself like in a state of excitement, like, oh, okay, what's going on? What's going on? To see if someone will take the bait, and they never do. With that being said, a horror attraction like Howl a Scream does, and they have a fraction of the budget that Horror Nights does. And said, guys, I mean, these guys are willing to take a chance to scare someone like me. You guys aren't. I get that I'm a middle-aged white guy. I understand that. And I get that these people will give you bigger reactions. But I still want to have fun.
Middle-aged, you're 32.
Yeah, and
37.
And also
Middle-aged,
the thing
you're
that you also
37.
mentioned,
Turn 31 next month.
one thing they also got to mention as well too is that like Halloween Horror Nights is a more mainstream thing as well now too. Like it's not like back then where like again where horror was taken literally as horror and everything else like that, to where like you would recognize what true horror is, to where like what nowadays what people will call a bit of horror and everything like that, where
Well,
we
frankly,
could tell where like we could tell, yeah, this is definitely will be scary to like anybody in general, but like if it's scary for specific people, that's just a whole thing where like I would say that's more on the person themselves. That's what you've adapted your mind to be like set for, to already have that be a thing to see that you want to see at least.
For me, like personally, like I actually hate the phrase true horror. I don't want to be one of those elitist gatekeepers. I don't. Matter of fact, I even asked like our friend Finn the Pony, like what horror films does he like, because he's not a fan of horror. So, and he's gave an answer that he wasn't sure would constitute as horror, and he said Coraline. He wasn't sure. I said, no, that counts. It may not be gory, but it's definitely creepy.
Well, yeah, like not all horror movies need to be like gory or creepy. It can be like anything.
Of course not. That's why I'm curious about The Weeknd's house.
Like even the tame, even like tame movies can scare you.
Oh yeah, it's one of the reasons why I'm interested to see what The Weeknd has, because one of the other houses they announced was Halloween. Guys, I've seen that.
Yeah, Lady
Say
Wolf
what you want about The Weeknd, but go ahead.
Lady Wolf X was actually. I was just gonna say Lady Wolf X actually mentioned that in the chat. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, at least the Weeknd is something different. So I'll be curious. So regardless of how his house turns out, it has my interest. I can't lie about that. I just so I don't want to say a quote true horror fan, like, because that's the biggest load of shit I ever heard. It's also why I don't get mad whenever a horror convention has a guest there that's not really connected to horror.
And this isn't the first time they've done a music related house, right? Like with art, didn't they do like Alice Cooper?
Oh yeah, they did Alice Cooper. Yeah. They also did Rob Zombie. Sadly, I missed out on that house. I will say this too: The Weeknd makes slightly more sense than giving a house to Billie Eilish.
So does this mean a no on the house that's based on Katy Perry? Okay, guys, hear me out. I pitched this yesterday, but I just hear me out here, okay? We get a horror house for the Baha Men. Just hear me out here. Just
who let the dogs out?
Okay, here's the setup. You're going into the house. You're going into the house, right? And outside is the friggin' security guard, and as you're going in, he's just on his radio freaking out like, who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? And all throughout the house it's like one big dog pound. And
so you're mostly revolving it around the one song.
Yeah. Okay, Kuma, in my defense, what other song would you
I know, but you could just say you're making it to that song, not the entire group.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm literally expecting like, okay, so it would be literally a house like representing of their song
from hell.
Like you get
I'm thinking of like some horror house to represent like some horror version of their songs or something.
Yes, but like there's more to this. Like you go through
the dogs they let out was Cujo.
Like that you go through like wait, no, seriously, you go through different kennels, and like there are dogs like rattling there like puppets, and like people are getting mauled by dogs, like all the people in there. Like you go to one area, there's like security camera camera room, and one of the screens is flickering scenes from Rugrats in Paris.
That would be hilarious.
Why not? It's better than my other idea.
And I failed to see the horror in it.
Why not? It's better than my other idea where we get a horror house based on Kids Bop.
Oh,
Now that would just be horrifying. You can fight me on that one.
All you
Sure,
do is
there
just
are
play the
Geneva
record backwards.
That's not horrifying. That's disturbing.
no,
It can work.
Here's the thing, though. You can't do a house like that. You know why?
Because they'll ruin Halloween Horror Nights.
No, the Geneva Conventions.
Ah.
Shit, he's got a point.
Yeah, he's got a point there.
Man, they always ruin our fun.
We'll be right back with 2 minutes of controversy. Everybody, stay tuned. Oh, makes me want to
Okay,
dance.
that was actually
Oh,
that was a good segment. I like that.
that had a pants. That's how the song went, right?
Okay, so for this, we're going to be looking at the Pantera reunion. Why the Pantera reunion? Because some people are saying that you should not do it. Don't tarnish the legacy. That Phil Anselmo, the singer from Pantera, ruined the name, and also this was not something that Vinnie Paul Abbott wanted, or that even Dimebag Darrell himself wanted. I have to disagree. Okay, for one thing, just because the original one of the original guys didn't want any part of it doesn't mean it's a bad idea. I think Vinnie Paul was actually kind of stupid about this, and I know he was stupid because he thought his side band Hell Yeah was the better option. Yeah, does anybody remember any songs from them? Didn't think so. Second, this wasn't the Abbott Brothers band. If that was the case, then I could understand it. But Phil and Rex also were contributing partners in the legacy that was Pantera. Second, or third of all, I was lucky enough to see Pantera just once in my entire life, and that was at Ozfest 2000. I want to have a chance to see it again. And people have been begging Zakk Wylde to fill in on guitar, and we know he can do it. He is that talented. Okay, just ask Master Shake, he'll tell you. And thank you for getting that, Evan. And the other thing, too, is that a lot of people don't know the legacy of Pantera. That Pantera is essentially done. Don't you want to remember what they did? Because these other young metal kids, they got no clue. They don't know what Pantera has done. They don't know the legacy they had. They don't even know their songs. So why not give people a chance to experience that again? Just because one of the founding brothers didn't want it doesn't mean it was a good idea. That concludes 2 minutes.
Oh,
I got a question for you guys.
I might have an answer.
Okay, here's the question.
The answer is blue.
Okay, so look,
Uh-huh.
I was doing some random research one night. You know, one of those nights where
42.
You know, one of those nights where
Sorry, that is the meaning of life.
you know, one of those nights where you're basically up late and you're just randomly looking up shit on the internet, like via a video or something.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I want to know.
What porn video did you find?
I want to know who stole the damn cookies from the cookie jar.
That
it was
frog from Gullah Gullah
me.
Island.
The mother.
I like how all
The
three
frog
of-
from Gullah Gullah Island.
I like how all three of you answered that at once and just accused somebody different.
No, I didn't accuse anyone. I just flat out admitted it was me.
It's always the damn moms that steal snacks.
I need to find out where that song originated.
No, it's the mom's boyfriends that do.
No, it's the mom that puts it on them. The mom actually did it.
I'm looking it up right now, and apparently there's a. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, I gotta hold on.
Oh well, I just remembered a traumatic memory. Thank you guys.
There we go.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm looking up before you, if you don't want to, do you want to talk about it or like?
Kinda, yeah, because it's some bullshit.
Oh, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say real quick. I just looked it up, and apparently there's a Wikipedia based on the Wiggles called Wigglepedia.
The fuck.
Anyway, what do you?
No, like now that I think about it, it's literally just some bullshit my mom just did to me. I don't know why the fuck, because so when I was little, my favorite thing literally to snack on was Hot Pockets.
Okay.
my mom knew this, so she told me that I can't have a certain amount of hot pockets in a day, kind of thing. So I remember only having one hot pocket in the afternoon, right?
Okay.
Just one, like literally just one hot pocket, and I don't know what it was or why my mom decided to do it, but she calls me to the kitchen and is like accusing me of eating a second fucking hot pocket when I legit have the proof that I only ate one in the damn garbage. Literally, the wrapper from the plastic and that little sleeve is right there in the garbage. Only one. And I'm literally just right there, just like she's like accusing me of eating this shit, literally yelling at me for a good while, and I just fucking start crying.
Dude, Kuma's mom, Jesus Christ, give your son a break.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
I was really
You
just
were
going, like,
traumatized over hot pockets.
No. Like, no. I was traumatized at my mom like accusing me of doing that. Because I fucking didn't eat a second one.
Yeah, he didn't. He really didn't.
I fucking
So
did
who
it.
stole the second hot pocket from the hot pocket box?
Yeah, I fucking did it. I fucking didn't eat that shit.
Or did you?
I will kick your ass the next time I see you, Evan. Shut the fuck up. Cause yeah, that made me fucking cry. Cause I was right there just going like, I didn't eat that shit. Like I was literally I was crying in my bed. I was just having a fun time playing tack and
the power of juju.
The power of juju.
Yeah, tack and the power of juju right there on the GameCube. No, tack 2.
Oh, that's the best one.
Electric
it was
Boogaloo.
Yeah, it was tack 2. My mom calls me like as I was just enjoying some fun right there, and she's just right there accusing me of eating something I didn't eat. Just crying.
That's a bad Kuma. That's a bad Kuma.
I threw my
so
controller.
sorry,
I threw my controller at my GameCube. Damaging it.
Why?
Because I was pissed off. What was I
That
gonna
doesn't mean you
do?
should throw your damn controller at the game.
No, because I wanted to get a new one later on too.
Why?
Just so that she had to spend money.
Oh my god! But wait, was it like the last hot pocket in there or
That was
something?
a good joke. I had a traumatic event. Hey guys, it's funny as fuck. You want to hear the punchline to it?
Oh my god! So wait, you really didn't cry to it? That's just.
No, I fucking cried. What the fuck?
I
Yeah.
get- Oh my god!
I was enjoying playing Tac 2 in the afternoon after just finishing one fucking hot pocket.
Oh, I probably gave my sister a few traumatizing moments with my mom's help.
Yeah, my siblings were in on it too because they were standing right there too.
Jablonski, this is why you're under the label of asshole in our opening.
So, when I used to live in New York,
Obviously,
our neighbor used to hunt,
Cortado.
Now I'm gonna accuse my mom.
and
of
he
eating some shit that she didn't.
he had a deer that was
Oh, boy.
hanging out, pelted almost. Well, there's a part 2 of that. So my mom goes out first,
Oh boy.
and she points out the deer to my sister. She screams and runs in.
Oh my god.
I'm laughing my ass off inside. And a couple days later, the deer got pelted.
Oh dear.
So
Just sad.
it was my turn to go out. And I get off the bus. I point to it. I go, look, it's Bambi.
Define pelted. What, like skinned or?
Yeah, it was skin.
Okay, because I'm really just going like when I'm thinking pelted, I'm thinking like someone throwing rocks at it for some reason.
Yes, I did too.
And also,
Yeah, like
No,
I was thinking like when you said pelted, I was thinking like some people were throwing stuff at it or something like that. Then I was just like, or
Yeah.
just, like,
No,
it
it
was-
essentially means just it was
another
skinned
one,
and just
too.
hung. It's just hung out, right? It's like they just hang it
Yeah.
out on like a
Yeah.
line or something, or like a.
No,
rack.
yeah, I know what he meant by that. It's just like I never heard specifically pelted.
and
For me,
and
it's
another
rare.
one too for this was April Fool's.
Oh dear.
I buy a pack of fake cockroaches.
Oh no, I don't like what
Oh.
it's... Dude, that's just a dick move. That's
I
a dick
put
move right there.
while she's in the bathroom getting ready for bed.
No.
I go in, I put the roaches in the bed.
No.
My mom looks at me when I got it. I was like, "What did you do?" Like, you'll see.
You freaking.
But here's a
after my
difference
sister
though.
goes to bed, not even a minute, we hear a scream. She runs out going, "Ah!" My mom and I are laughing our asses off to the point where we fall
Jablonski,
on
here's
the
the thing
floor.
though. Jablonski, here's the difference though. That's just you being an older brother, older dickish brother or whatever. My mom is an adult that
My
just
mom
made her
pulled that
son
shit too.
that made her son cry for no fucking reason.
Yeah, it interrupted the session of Tac 2. That's the big crime on that one. I mean, she didn't. When she did that, she didn't like hurt you or anything, did she? She didn't like spank your
She
behind or
fucking
something.
made me cry.
Yeah, but did she like spank your behind or something?
No, damn it, she just made me fucking cry.
Oh, that's a good relief because if that was the case, I would have gone nuts.
She yelled at me, like she just yelled at me and accusing me of that shit. I'm just going like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Like I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Like literally just playing my game, enjoying my game.
That's what you should ask for your birthday next year. Ask for an apology for the Hot Pocket.
Hell no. Hell no, because you know it was funny in 3 days.
What?
Or I think it was 3 days. I don't fully remember it, but like I remember one of my sisters wanting to eat a Hot Pocket, and I think they forgot they heated it up, and they ended up reheating it again, and it burned.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it ended up having my mom and like half of my and like half of the block.
Oh my god.
You could smell smoke.
What was the did they have to call the fire department and everything if they would have like to have their block?
No. Like the she literally like burned. I don't like literally burned the Hot Pocket and it just.
Well,
I don't know.
When he said like half the block, I'm like, what?
No, half. No, I was like half the block. You could smell smoke.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, I said half the block. You could smell smoke.
Ah.
Like literally, I got off the bus and like I was going like, are like around the area like you'll know like people are like burning their crops to like make new ones and shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I thought that's what was happening, and like I never smelled that, and I'm just going like, I guess that's what's going on. I get home, I see my mom, some of my aunts, my grandma, like they're all just sitting out on the front yard, just like right there, and just like just chairs and everything right there, going, hey, welcome home. I was like, what the hell happened?
Oh, your
like-
sister almost burned the house down. How? A Hot Pocket?
It's always got to be Hot Pockets. It's like always goes back to Hot Pockets. Can we make that a thing with us?
I think it destroyed the. Yeah, I think it destroyed. I think it did destroy the freaking microwave.
Oh my god!
I believe it.
Yeah, because I was really going like, I was like, did it destroy it or did it like? Because I don't know specifically if it caught on fire or if it was just the Hot Pocket itself that was just like burnt to a crisp.
Well, it had to. I mean, like with me when it came to Hot Pockets, I usually just cooked it in like the oven, but you know.
I always wanted to throw it in a deep fryer.
Why? That would just kill you.
Why not?
I think that would work.
I mean, yeah. No. I mean, let me rephrase that. Yeah, it would work, but I think it would kill Cruiser.
Dude, I've had deep fried Oreos. I've had deep fried Twinkies, Milky Ways.
Oh no! It's
Did you know there's deep fried avocado?
No. It's not because if you're diabetic. I think because
Yeah,
Cruiser doesn't know how to use
shit.
Because I'm afraid to see what happens if Cruiser used a deep fryer.
No. Here's the thing though too.
Get an air fryer.
This leads to our question. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so freaking good.
Oh my god.
Butter on a Pop-Tart?
It's
Yes.
Family Guy.
Family Guy.
But I remember, well, not just Family Guy, but I remember South Park. There was in the very early episode, there was a moment where Cartman makes a Pop-Tart sandwich where he takes 2 Pop-Tart slices and a stick of butter. That's it.
What?
That's nothing. There's
Oh
an
my God.
episode of The Simpsons where I think it's Lisa is becoming Buddhist, I think. But there's like a small little like little side story in the background, or like, well, not in the background, but like a little side story with Homer and Bart when she comes into the kitchen the next morning. Homer is like telling Bart, he goes like, "Oh, really? You think you know what's better than me? All right then. Well, from now on, while you live under my roof, you are going to do what I do and eat what I eat," or something under
Oh
that
yeah, I
line
think I know what you're talking about.
of logic. And he's right here going like, I forgot what he tells him to eat in that scene, but in the next scene, he's like, he says, "Wait," like he's talking to Lisa, and he goes like, "Hold on, bacon that butter, boy." He's
I
like,
think I remember
oh,
that
yeah.
one. Yeah.
he's like, but
No, it's
Dad.
butter that bacon.
Oh yeah, butter that bacon. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking of him wrapping the.
Butter
No,
that
that's what
bacon,
Homer does.
boy.
Homer does that at one point. He wraps a piece of bacon around some butter. But yeah, he tells Bart to butter that bacon. He goes like he's right there going like, "But Dad, my heart's starting to hurt."
I remember that one. That was great.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I remember that in America, first you get the salt, then you get the power, then you get the woman. That just made me laugh. Okay, yeah, but speaking of South Park, I actually was watching
No
season
sense.
25, and there was this joke that I just couldn't get behind. You know that one episode where Cartman's mom becomes the real estate agent?
Yeah.
Okay, like,
Vaguely.
okay, let me. So there's this episode where Eric's mom finally gets a job because they're losing their house. Eric, being the dick he is like, just like, "No, you're not. I'm your job." But she becomes a real estate agent. Then Eric becomes a real estate agent. It's confusing. But what I don't get, the episode's called City People. I really cannot follow the portrayal of the city people. They portray them like these pigeons, and all they say is like random shit. What are the stuff like? One of them was like they have like a Tesla, and all they say is like Tesla or MacBook or like friggin' LaCroix. I'm like, LaCroix's not that fucking. Oh my god! Like the one thing
I've never lived in a major city like New York City or LA or something like that, so I really can't say. I've done the country and the suburbs.
yeah,
so
like
Yeah, I was about to say, Cruiser and I are freaking suburbanites.
yeah, like let me put this here. I was in like the suburban area too. Like I can't speak for that. People saying are like that, but I'm like, dude, LaCroix is not that fucking exclusive. You can go to the store and get it anywhere. I don't know why.
No, it's not exclusive. It just makes people feel pretentious.
Yeah.
There's one
That's
girl
the whole thing.
there's one wife that says Pilates. And I'm like,
No. The whole point of them is being pretentious, like that.
That
Yeah,
sounds about
that's
right.
really-
yeah, that does
that's
sound
the whole
about right
joke.
now that you put it
Yeah,
that way. Actually,
it's not to make them sound like like they're trying to be snooty and high class, but like really they're just they're common people, but they're just making things sound like that it's expensive shit.
Yeah,
like,
it is
like
Tesla.
I don't know if y'all ever seen it, but there's
Tesla.
there's a I think it was freaking she's a chef. I forgot which one. I think it was Rachel Ray.
Yeah, that did.
And she, instead of saying Target, she called it Target.
Oh my god.
Oh, oh my god! This
Okay.
irritates the living.
Okay. Let me just say here. I used to, when I was in film school, I have had teachers that worked with Rachel Ray. She is a class A bitch. I don't think that's surprising to anybody if you've ever like followed her, but yeah, she in real life she actually is a class A bitch. She shouts at people. She's completely complaining, but yeah, she is completely a bitch.
You're already here, folks.
So I have a tendency of annoying my girlfriend, and the one thing that I do, one store that she loves to go to is Target. I do this thing where whenever she mentions Target, I go, "Oh, you mean Target?"
Oh god.
Target.
He breaks out the French accent.
Target.
No, I do.
I would-
Excuse me,
I would-
monsieur.
I would-
Where's the
I would
Target?
throw
Where's the
whatever I
Target?
had in my hand at you. I would throw whatever I had in my
Target.
hand at you.
I do the snooty snort and freaking thing.
I would throw this mouse at you.
My girlfriend smacks me every time I do it.
Yeah,
Am I
if I
gonna
hear
do
you
that
say-
to my girlfriend?
She goes, "I'm gonna get you one of these days." Like, this wouldn't be the first time.
if I hear you say that at MetroCon, I'm gonna tell her to do it. Be like,
Target.
We're gonna be like, smack him twice, please.
You should do that. You should get like a custom. What you should do, Kuma, you should get him go there in a custom shirt with the Target logo and just say Tarjay.
No, that's who you should dress up as, but have it written to spell that way
Oh my god.
with the mark above the E and no T.
And I should I'll wear a fucking monocle.
Yeah,
Top hat.
be like a waiter look and everything.
Bring in all. I love the comparison because it's so fucking true. Target is the middle class Walmart.
Yeah,
I know, right?
I never thought of it like that.
Think about it.
It's the theory. It's the salesman theory as well too. That says that red makes you want to buy things more.
Oh yeah, like I know
Funny,
about I know that strategy.
anything
It's
from
like
there.
colors can grab people's attention. That actually has been proven
Yeah.
to work, from what I've heard.
But yeah,
That's
red makes
crazy.
you want to buy things. Blue is something to just make you be more considerate.
Yeah.
I guess is what their idea. So like that's why if you go to
Oh,
Walmart,
is that why Walmart's old logo used to be the smiley face?
kinda yeah. Like that's why when people go to Walmart,
He's the
they make it
back
go
man.
more with sales
the-
and all like that. If you go to Target, that's more just going like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, they have some cool stuff at Target. It makes you want to get it. Over
the
for Walmart, it's just like,
rollback
yeah, we get
man.
to save.
He's the
Yeah, we get to save some stuff when we go to
rollback
Walmart.
man.
So what does that say about Kmart?
Kmart's a corpse.
Upper lower class.
Okay, like here's the deal with Kmart that I don't get. Like, why is it whenever you go to Kmart, it looks like okay? So we all know Kmart is a dying brand. Like, and
I think
when
it
you go,
is
whenever
dead.
if you go into any
is.
remaining Kmart store right now, you can tell it's a dying brand. It feels like you just walked into a husk, like a rotting husk. Like you remember back in Halloween where you used to. Pardon me. I'm sorry.
Were you lost at a Kmart
Yeah.
or something? Evan?
Okay, so here's what happened. Like back there in Halloween where you used to like carve pumpkins and everything.
Yeah.
You know that feeling when you husked out a pumpkin, it makes that like that feeling on your thing when you're like scooping the empty hollow area. That's the best way I could describe it.
Yeah.
That's what a
Yeah.
Kmart. That's a Kmart.
Okay.
There's no good stuff left in it.
No, Kmart's like a retirement home. You have sometimes you have to go there.
There it is. There it is, right up there. Yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, it's like you like going there sometimes, but at the same time, there's nothing to do.
Yeah, there really isn't. There's that little Caesars there that was pretty cool, but nothing else. other than
That could be a thing Jablonski makes. He just makes the
There are
the
only
Kmart brand, the Kmart brand
Yeah.
retirement
Get this,
homes.
there are only 9 Kmart stores left.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And also, I hope he shows up this year. Okay, so everyone knows about the Jeffrey the giraffe.
Oh yeah,
from Toys R Us
it's
and all that.
Joffrey
Yeah.
the giraffe, but yeah.
Joffrey, I don't care.
No, it makes.
Dillygaff.
I'm
Yeah, kind of
right.
hard to trump that card, Evan.
Cruiser, don't bring politics into
Okay,
this.
so a cosplayer decided to go, oh, I'm going to do this. So
Oh,
he
no.
has the costume. Fucking over the costume, he has a pair of tighty whities.
Oh no, I already don't like where this is going.
And he sells like bootleg toys or sells bootleg
Oh
toys.
no.
I saw him last year.
I think I know. I've heard of
want
this.
to have him come this year
Bootleg.
because he is fucking hilarious. He's like he's essentially playing like a homeless version of the mascot because the stores are closed.
Actually, I heard it's coming. They're coming back in this Christmas for holiday season.
Well, as the saying goes, third time's a charm.
Well, no, the thing is that like they're coming back as like one of those like those. What's the word I'm looking for that has the stores that are
A store within a store.
yeah, like a store with it like one of those mall kiosk deals. Or
Yeah,
something
and that
like
other store is Macy's, which has also been closing stores left and right.
Yep.
Well, at least we got the
So
one in
good
New York,
luck.
which is indestructible.
SA Macy's, J.C. Penney.
Another malls in general actually have been dying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
depends
can
on the
now-
mall. Like I have there's a okay. So I'm near 2 malls.
Same.
One's about 20 minutes away. Another's about an hour away. The one that's closest to me has like maybe 5 empty spots. At least I can remember. And the other the other one, the only thing really keeping that one alive is a essentially a modern version of the Discovery Zone.
Yeah, it's called
Called
Dave and Buster's.
No, actually,
What?
it's what they call an adventure park.
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
But
Let's see here.
yeah, it's something.
And now that I have also beaten Cuphead, I actually forgot that I reserved this thing. I can now actually play Digimon Survive.
Cool.
Now, I am a Digikid. I prefer Digimon over Pokemon.
Digimon.
My biggest criticism though with these Digimon games is that the dialogue goes on forever.
Welcome
like,
to JRPGs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cruiser.
I
Sorry, you just
was
have to
gonna
deal
say,
with that one.
isn't the style of that game? Yeah, JRPG basically.
Well, I don't remember the dialogue though from the Digimon DS games being that long.
Nah, yeah, I'll give him that. Yeah.
According
Yeah,
to Mr.
true.
Cake Dragon Man, he said you got a visual novel there, buddy.
Ah,
So wait, there's battling in this though.
Yeah. I've seen some reviews on it. It's pretty okay.
I
Like the visuals are pretty sweet.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
do
know much
like
on the story.
Digimon, but I will say I'll probably get executed by a bunch of weeaboos for this. If I do watch an anime, I prefer the dub. It's just easier for me to follow.
yeah, that's fine.
Not that, I mean, plus the other thing too, like everyone talks about how
You're
beautiful the
American.
the Japanese language is, and I'm sure it is. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to jump back and forth between subtitles, picture, titles, picture, titles, picture, titles, picture. Like I don't want that. I want
Speed read.
to watch.
Speed read. That's how you learn.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. Just because you couldn't skip the cutscenes in Fractured Butthole doesn't mean you can't do that in every game. Seriously, I like what Fractured Butthole does with the cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
One thing I
currently
actually
I'm
thought
actually playing the 2018 God of War.
Oh, nice.
One thing though, that speaking of the South Park games, when the Stick of Truth came out, I went to a mom and pop video game store, and along the back there was this line of TVs where people were trying video games, and there are these black guys that were playing a sporting game, and this one white kid at the very end who was playing South Park: The Stick of Truth, and he selects the type of character he wants to be, and he selects a thief, and he goes, "A white thief, huh? I never heard of that." And all the black guys go, "Huh?"
Oh,
And then they go, and they're like, "It's South Park."
Oh my god.
Yeah, because of the stupid difficulty thing in that. I love that.
No, that's
if you
only in
actually
Fractured.
look
That's only in Fractured Butthole.
No,
Yeah.
it's
In Stick of Truth, it was Jew.
no, yeah, that's what it was. That was
Either
all three.
Either way,
I like
that's
how-
so funny.
I do like how in Fractured Butthole they emphasize what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't worry, this won't affect combat or nothing. It'll just affect your way of life. Or wait, what was it? What was it? It'll affect your.
It'll just no effect because Carbon goes like, "Oh, so I guess we're just not gonna be friends, huh?" I think it affected Cartman's demeanor against you. I think that's what it was. I guess.
Oh, Kerman.
I still love that though. Just the black guy, like, huh? That's South Park.
What did they do after that? Did they literally like beat the crap out of you or something?
No, they just went back to playing their game. That's why I think it's so funny because if you saw in the documentary 6 Days to Air, there's moments where the Matt Stone and Trey Parker are like, "Man, can we really get away with this? I don't know." And then suddenly the episode comes out and everyone's like, "It's just South Park."
Well, it's like something interesting though when you look at Matt Stone and Trey Parker's like work, like how they've changed like ideals and everything throughout the years of their work. Like look at the whole Man Bear Pig deal. Like first they thought it was like ridiculous, and then it kind of evolved to like maybe
I haven't heard, like, I want to hear it from them because I know what you're referring to. That's what Watch Mojo said.
Yeah, it's
But
like I'm
I
not,
want
I'm not
to.
saying
But,
like don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're hypocritical or anything like that. I'm saying like it's amazing to see how like their thoughts evolve and on things like that.
well, no, what I'm referring to is that was their interpretation of it. I
Yeah.
don't know what the creators were actually trying to do. This is why I'm very cautious when it comes to death of the author. I want to
Yeah,
know
it's like-
what was the creator trying to say, not what other people got from it.
Hmm.
So I was very cautious when I saw that Watch Mojo video.
Yeah, I did see the
And
second
if
part of this.
anyone wants to know what it means by death of the author, think of this: if an author writes about a blue door, random person will try to find a deeper meaning to something.
How did
The
that door
author's
make him
real
feel?
meaning, it's a fucking blue door.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My neighbor just happened to have a goddamn blue door.
And you know what's funny is that South Park actually they kind of did an episode about that where
They did.
they were reading The Catcher in the Rye and how according to Cartman this book convinced someone to kill the king of hippies.
Rest in peace, Lennon. Rest in peace.
And so Butters writes this really scatological book, or at least the boys do, and they blame it on Butters. And they're like, and everyone's like looking for some deep meaning to it. It's like, why else would they say that Sarah Jessica Parker looks like a horrible transvestite monkey face? It was always to express the poor. And Kyle's like, cause she's butt fucking ugly.
Okay, so like that's the thing. Like, my question is, okay, I got a question for you guys. Did you actually ever read Catcher in the Rye?
Hell no.
Yes.
I did. I have a funny story here. Like, first of all, the Catcher in the Rye story. Like, first of all, the first half is like really confusing, but the second half you kind of get it. It's literally just a guy and what he's going through in depression, and the whole point of the book is like to get in the mind of a depressed person to kind of get what they think and everything. But
Welcome to this new generation.
Well, no, I won't deny the Catcher in the Rye book is pretty deep. I'm not gonna even skimp on that. But what I find funny is my sister had to read it for summer reading, and she didn't know what was going on, so she didn't finish the book. She like kept begging, like, Evan, you gotta tell me what this book's about. I'm like, I can't really explain it. Like I don't remember shit. But like, and like, Evan, please. Even my mom's begging, like, Evan, can you just friggin'? I'm like, no, I don't know anything about this book. It's hard to. That's the and no, I was technically right. Apparently, Catcher in the Rye is apparently a book that you do gotta read to kind of get it. But the other thing is, it's actually not a movie that can't. They say it's a movie that absolutely cannot be translated into film, and I can see. And if you read it, you'll know why. It's like almost impossible.
A movie that cannot be translated into
Thank you.
film. Okay.
Thank you, Jablonski. Yeah, I caught that too.
Yeah, Evan. You ever wonder if maybe the pretentious one is you?
Maybe.
But I remember though when in that same episode,
don't make him put a Target on your back, okay?
Target on your back.
I remember though, like they read the book and the boys are so disappointed that they thought it was stupid. And Carmen's like, I wasted time reading a book. I could have been playing video games. I read a book and it was nothing.
Well, yeah, the book is like, I don't know what it's about. It's like this kid who like goes to school. He's doing bad. He runs away and goes to New York, gets an apartment. And it's just him living this depressed life in New York as a guy with depression. It's kind of like how you look at, like, I don't know, the best thing I could describe it is like, you know that one, what was that one movie where Tom Hanks has AIDS? Freaking, it's on the tip of my tongue. Philadelphia. It's kind of like it's kind of like when you watch like Philadelphia and you feel like you get what he's going through his eyes. It's kind of like one of those books. Even today, it's a real hard book to kind of explain. That's the deal. It's one of those things where you kind of do need to read the book to get a better understanding about what it's about. I know that's pretentious, but like, yeah, that.
No, I don't mean on this thing. I just mean like I'm backtracking onto the Catcher in the Rye thing. It's like I don't see the point in having people read that at a young age. Like,
Well, when I read it, I was in high school, so like.
no, still,
Oh, I
I
love.
don't see the point in having anybody read that. Like I don't want to be reading a depressed book while like I want to be enjoying high school. Like, dang, homework is already depressing. Now I gotta read somebody being depressed about something. That's just adding on top of stress and just introducing you and being like, so no matter what you kind of do, unless you got a plan, you're fucked. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
kinda
pissed.
is.
I'm freaking. I can remember. Let's see, fourth grade. I had to read The Ringer.
What?
That was
that
fun.
that Jerry Springer movie?
No, it's like. Let's see how I remember it correctly.
wait, I'm thinking of the
It's about.
Johnny.
I think it's like about a kid that had to. That was the process of him killing an animal or some shit.
I am thinking
I
of
can't
the
remember. It's
Johnny
been so
Knoxville
long
movie.
ago. The Wave. I can remember reading. I have a copy of that book.
I think the last book I read was my driver's ed book
Oh
to
my
take the
God.
test.
Oh my
I'm
God.
kidding. I'm kidding. I wrote that joke a long time ago.
How old were you? How old were you?
21.
That's fine, dude. It's fine. I didn't get my license at 16. It's all good. Don't need to be ashamed about it.
I'm not ashamed. The fact that I got it is the miracle.
I think the big miracle
if
for me
anything-
is I was able to parallel park in 2 moves.
I can show you the book that I'm reading right now.
Oh, cool. What do you got? Let's see Kuma's book choice of the week.
Who wants to take a guess?
The most fucked up one I've
We'll
I
make
saw
we'll make
is-
stickers. We'll make stickers for him.
Who wants to take a guess on what it is?
I got one. I got an idea. I got an idea. Pick me.
Go ahead.
Pick me. Okay. The Bears on Hemlock Mountain.
What do you think, Cruiser?
Goosebumps.
Jablonski, what do you think I'm reading?
I don't know.
I'm reading Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching, on the Art of Harmony.
Oh, I think I've heard of that book. What is
So
it? What is it on?
This is an illustrated edition.
I've heard the name. I just don't know what it's about.
It's basically little writings on just like ways on just like kind of like keeping calm and like little poems and art.
That's cute.
Yeah, like
So
one of my.
I managed to piss off a few people with this.
What?
So you know how everyone's having a whole controversy, a whole bunch of like books and all that. Like, oh, it's like this is inappropriate and all that, yada yada. I read and watched the movie of The Devil's Arithmetic.
Oh my God! Why?
It was required reading
And you watched
for
the
a
movie.
4th grader. Yes. If you're not familiar with what it's about essentially a Jewish girl. She's kind of disregards her history and all that. And
Oh
at
no! I
some,
think I know where
at
this
some
is
point, she
going.
travels back in time
Oh boy!
to Poland during World War II
Oh dear!
in concentration camp.
Oh boy! Here it comes.
Damn.
Oh my God!
And it goes off the rails off of that. And right before the very end, she is put into a chamber.
Yikes!
Is this like the similar situation with like the boy in the striped pajamas?
Oh yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
Except it's a
what's
bit
the name
more.
of the story?
The Devil's Arithmetic.
Yeah. Gee, my favorite book in 4th grade was If You Give a Mouse a Cookie.
Oh my! That's funny. What's funny because like you ever heard of have one of those books where it's like the book version is more tame, but then when you see it in movie form, you're like, oh my God.
Uh,
I can't think of one, but I've heard of those stories.
Not really.
Yeah, it's like friggin'. And this is a special ed grade school, by the way, that we were able to read this. So if you want to talk about fucked up books and books that some people it's like that that schools are having
that would be
kids
one of
read.
them. Yeah, that'd be one of them.
I can imagine.
Let kids experience depression in their own way later in life.
Oh yeah.
I think the most shocking book I've ever read was Hustler.
You read Hustler? What a nerd! What is
Yeah,
wrong
what
with
the
you?
fuck, Cruiser? I'm surprised at that. What the fuck?
Yeah, why are you reading it? Ill.
For the
I had to read a
articles.
picture somehow.
Oh, actually, I did.
What are you blind?
Actually, I was watching Simon Whistler do a biographic video on Hugh Hefner, and you know that whole joke that I read Playboy because of the articles deal.
Yeah.
From what he said in his documentary, that phrase was actually a fact. Yeah, Playboy was actually read mainly for the articles. I'm not even kidding on this.
No, yeah.
Maybe for some.
No, Cruiser, I'm dead serious. Apparently, a majority just did like the articles. The naked women was just used as like a marketing ploy. That was it.
And it worked.
Yeah, I didn't say it didn't work. It was yeah, but like yeah. I mean, yeah. If you ever want to watch it, watch Simon Whistler's Hugh Hefner documentary. Simon Whistler knows his shit, man. I like that guy. Simon, get on
documentaries.
Simon,
I mean,
come on our show, baby.
Like, if you do look in a Playboy magazine, they do have like a bunch of like stuff that you can actually buy and shit, like
Yeah, I
from
know.
like clothing
Hell,
and
one of
like
our-
just a lot of like clone brands as well too.
Oh yeah, hell, one of our guests that we had on the show was in a Playboy article.
Who?
Jackie.
Okay.
They did an interview with her about her life on the set of Manos: The Hands of Fate.
Speaking of documentaries, there was actually one, or a docu-series, I should say, that I watched on Netflix called The Most Hated Man on the Internet. And surprisingly, it wasn't Chris Chan.
I don't
It was
believe
someone
it.
called... It was called someone named Hunter Moore.
Oh,
And he started...
Hunter Moore. I think I've heard that name before.
This is the guy who, I guess you could say, invented revenge porn.
Oh my god, no.
He created a website called isanybodyup.com. And this is where people would post very graphic pictures of themselves.
Yes, I've heard of this.
Yeah. And at first, the guy said, like, look, I just made the website. People post this shit. That's on you. Which, to be fair, he has a point. But then they made a discovery. He and some other person were hacking people's email addresses to get these private photos. So, and apparently, like, there was this one woman who was a mother who was like doing a ton of cyber sleuthing to try to get to take this guy down. Not just get her daughter's photo off the website, but try to help everybody who was ruined by this site.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them said they did not submit that photo, and and apparently some of the people that helped them out was anonymous.
Yeah.
Always.
Here's the deal with about cyber sleuthing. I recently watched a a small video informant about a children's toy that like spied on kids. They had their like passwords, photos, and everything like that. And this guy dug too deep into the programming that he was a hacker, obviously. And the thing was, from what I heard in the documentary, is he could have just went to the informant, but what he was kind of doing was also illegal. So that's the bad part about releasing.
Depends. There is such a thing as ethical hacking.
Well, even ethical hacking can be considered can be illegal.
Yeah, giving it a different name does not change its
So the guy was
legality.
had to make a decision whether or not to do it or not, and apparently he did. I don't know what happened to him. There wasn't really any document that I remember, but yeah, that toy was gone.
Do you remember what the toy was?
I have to look it up. Hold on, let me see if I can remember what the toy was.
I think there was actually a recent episode, like one in the new season that was on. Well, not a new season, but like the season of Family Guy, where they kind of do a small satire on something like that, where like for Christmas there's this new panda toy that's coming out on market, and even in the commercial, it's like telling you all these things to do to steal someone's information. It's even saying like have it be near mommy and daddy as they're entering their information on the PC on the computer.
I'm trying to find it. It was like a I meant to this video's in the VTech. It was like a VTech toy. And I can't find out what the toy was. It was like this. Hold on, let me see if I can look it up real quick. I have the video here. It was by the video is by YouTuber Vince Vintage.
It doesn't surprise me that toys were made to spy on people.
Yeah, it was like a kid's laptop or something.
Of course.
Yeah. I can link the video to you guys afterwards if you ask for it.
Okay.
It's called the oh, here it is. It's called the Inatab 3S.
I gotta look this up.
No, I don't think I've heard it.
But anyway.
Hey, Cruiser.
Yes.
I forgot you weren't here for this. There's a new science that I found out about.
A new science?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a new science. So they basically wholeheartedly take the quote that I'm gonna use later tonight to whole heart. It is a science called necrobiotics.
You know, when you hear the word necro in there, you already got there's attention. That's what I like about that.
Yeah, because people already put necro in front of something.
You know,
else,
then again, I don't blame them. The word necro is kind of fun to say.
Yeah, actually,
Necromancy?
Necro.
No, just the word necro.
Necro.
Like I've used that word for a character as well too.
Necro.
But Cruiser, try and guess what necrobiotics involves.
Necro.
Dead people.
Necro.
Kinda. We don't know it. They don't specifically say that it's being tested on humans yet or current
Cadavers.
But in a similar way, what it is like they are experimenting with the corpse of a dead being, not like specifically humans. In a video that I saw, it talks about them taking a spider, euthanizing it, and they basically inflate it with air. Like they will take like a syringe, stick it into like the spider's abdomen and everything, inject it with the air, its legs will open up, and they just use it like to just like apparently since it's dead and everything, it's able to lift.
Oh my god!
A certain amount of weight as well, and then like they just like release and like it's just. Yeah, it's so weird because like they euthanize a spider and it's just going like,
Kuma, I gotta know, where the fuck did you find this out from?
TikTok.
Yeah, a family app.
A family app.
And people always ask me, Evan, why have you not gotten a TikTok account? This is the fucking reason why.
Here, I'll put it in. I'll put it in our chat right now.
Oh fuck no, I'm not gonna see that shit. Not on my stream. Not on my stream.
So, Cruiser, you know what my first thought when I heard this was?
What's that?
I'm afraid.
Someone was watching the Animator.
Oh my god.
Move your dead bones, bones, bones. Move your dead bones, bones, bones.
Somebody did.
But yeah, once you hear the quote, once you hear the quote that I have, it's by Nikola Tesla, and
Cruiser, it's simple.
They wholeheartedly take this quote.
Cruiser, it's simple. Much like Dr. Frankenstein, people just want the way to play God.
But that's the thing. The thing's already dead. They're not reanimating it. They're just.
I know. They're just inflating
it. It has joined the choir invisible.
I would kind of understand if they did
reanimate a dead spider.
Yeah.
Oh, and why a spider?
Cause I don't know. I guess because when a spider is still dead, its legs still work. I guess.
First of all, what kind of spider was it?
You can look in the video.
Well, I'm an well, that's the thing. I'm kind of an arachnophobe. That's
well, I can't tell the types of spiders.
I mean, I could look at it, but I can't. If I go on there,
to me, it's a spider.
No. The other reason is because if I go on there now, I have to log out. People are gonna see it on the stream. Plus, I have to go into another menu, and people are gonna see it. But oh wait, actually, I
Can't
can.
use your phone?
No, wait, hold on. I can. Oh yeah, my phone. Yeah, what am I doing? Oh, I can't because I have to. Hold on. Hold on. I'll just look it up on my laptop. Hold on. Let me see what I got here. Where's my laptop? There
Yeah,
it is. There it is.
the
Let me
others.
see.
Yeah, the others can look it up as well too.
We might as well look it up here. Might as well do something to cure my innocence before the final 5. Oh my god.
Yeah, it literally tells that a spider is euthanized, and
How long's the video?
it says like 32 seconds, I think.
Let me see.
Where is the video?
It's in our not on Discord. It's in our Facebook chat.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, I'm afraid to see this thumbnail.
Bunch of cowards. I've already seen it, so.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, that is just unnecessary.
Ugh. 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 No.
You got a dead spider to lift up a gummy snack.
Right?
No.
Yeah. Or I don't even know what the hell that is that it's lifting up.
Oh.
Remember, kids, science isn't about why. It's about why the fuck
You
not.
could have just bought a crane machine, man. Come on.
You just bought a crane machine?
You could
No, they could have just bought
you
one.
could have. You could have just bought a. Oh my god, no.
They could have bought one of those little like
You know what?
grabby gun thing.
You know what? You know what? Fuck it. Just. I can't even.
They could have got one of those like gummy hands.
I can't even think of a good segment joke. We're going to the final 5. Well, thank you, Kuma. You gave me traumatic. You gave me trauma at the end of the stream. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. All
What can he say except you're welcome?
You're welcome.
Finish him.
It's like, that was for the Chucky joke last year.
I never made one.
No, that was for remembering Hot Pockets.
All right. So final 5. Let's just get this down there. We'll begin with this day. We're gonna begin with. Hold on, I gotta get my eyes open. We're gonna begin with Jablonski. Jablonski, your time begins. Now.
Did it already start?
Yep.
Okay. Not too much going on. I got Comic-Con this upcoming weekend. Also, I'm going to be doing a little plug. So recently, I have been offered to join a launch team for a book that a couple of friends of mine have done. And when I get the book, when the book comes out, I'll be doing something for that. I'll have a review up probably the next month or two. And I'll be plugging the ever-living shit out of it relatively soon. And also, remember, kids, drink your motherfucking drugs. And remember, science isn't about why. It's about why the fuck not.
Is that like going to be a new addition to your thing?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Whenever science gets involved.
Next up, we got Kuma. Kuma, your time begins now.
Blah.
I like that.
Blah 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 but blah 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 blah. Anyway, but that aside, I've been really trying to work on a lot of new stories recently. I recently paid an artist to do some commercial work for a character that I'm making, or well, not one that I'm making, but like where I'm kind of building the story up. The idea is basically a alien coming from a far off planet, comes to Earth to study it, but ends up finding like finding a friend that's a Cyclops, basically. And the idea is basically showing this alien mythical creatures of like that are still like hidden around the world, so to speak. But Yeah, that's just like a little idea.
Time!
You know?
That's a good idea, I'm not gonna lie. I might steal it. No, I'm just kidding. Let me see. So, Cruiser, you're next. Your time begins now.
All right, I have been working on an interview video for a show that's long overdue called On the Rise, where I talk to a brand new artist. And in this case, we'll be talking to our old friend Robert Adams with his new project, Rome Valley Rogues. That is just about done. I've also been working on a story of my own. Luckily, I was suffering a bit of writer's block, but I managed to get through it. And Evan is working on the new Hoof Rock, but be sure you tune in for the very end of the video because things get a little real. And I think that's it.
Okay, my turn. My time begins now. As usual, I give you my usual depression when it comes to creator stuff there. I've been working my ass off on things there with Cruiser's video, my stuff. I'm working as hard as I can, guys. Like, I swear to God, I am trying. But other than that, I've been planning more stuff out with my dream project, which I'm looking forward to. Still looking for help with that, so, yeah. Thanks, Arrow. But the thing with that is that, like, I'm still working hard. I'm writing some stuff, and I'm doing some things there. I just gotta find some time to do what I can do. Cruiser's video, I had a little bit of a rough start on, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Everything's fine, and I'm hoping to get some more stuff done tomorrow and Tuesday. Hopefully my dentist can finally fix my goddamn tooth tomorrow. But I digress. I'm working hard, guys. I really am trying. Just bear with me. And that should do it. You know, I gotta say, it was actually really interesting having an animated version of me on this thing. What do you guys think? Did you guys enjoy it?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We should do that next year. Just each of us gets like a VTube puppet, and then just like we all just have a VTube fucking party. Oh yeah, that's right. Stand by for Kuma's quote of the week. We'll see you next week. Just stand by. I love you.
He doesn't.
So, as I've said before, my mention of the new science I found out about necrobiotics. With that being a thing made and where I said they fool wholeheartedly in take this quote to mind, where it comes from Nikola Tesla. And it goes, "You may live to see man-made horrors beyond your comprehension."
I think we already are.
And that is basically what necrobiotics embodies wholeheartedly. And now I will leave you off with this. Remember, kids, not everything in life that is traumatic is bad. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. End it right.
My life is a bacon-wrapped hell